Welcome, friends, to the Beaver Dam. We are live right now, just having a good time, doing a little bit of conquest and chill and hanging with the homies here in the Beaver Dam. But we had something interesting pop up, which is AHSOKA. We have another puzzle happening. It just concluded, so we had this crazy cipher and all this stuff. We were trying to figure it out just because, you know, people wanted us to see what we could do. I don't know anything about this stuff, and we barely got like a quarter of a step in before it was finished. So, but it has some bad news for all of us, especially a lot of you free-to-play players that want to go for AHSOKA. And I'm going to warn you now, AHSOKA might not be in the cards for you unless you're willing to whale. It's very unfortunate, but as you know, it's already some rough requirements with AHSOKA at Relic 9, General Skywalker at Relic 8, Asajj Ventress at 5, Night Trooper at 7. That's already a lot of high relics. And then you have Death Trooper at Peridia, who has been announced at Relic 7 as well. But unfortunately, the new thing, after everything was said and done, we got two little snippets. Of course, we got Enoch. So Enoch has been announced. Interesting to see him with his only singular 2 abilities. The fact that he only has 2 is really odd to me. It seems really weird for a leader of a team. But hey, we'll see what happens. Maybe these are absolutely banger, and his leadership ability and his leadership ability and his like unique ability, maybe he'll have 2 uniques and they'll be really crazy. We'll see. I'm kind of curious with this. So the first thing we got was Enoch. Obviously, Enoch is going to be important. Enoch, whatever. I don't know the pronunciation because there's the Bible pronunciation and there's Star Wars pronunciation. But overall, I'm excited for this character because I'll finally have a use for my overall troopers, the Night Trooper and the Death Trooper. But the other sad news is this. Can I zoom in on it? I can. For those of you who can't read English, I don't know why I'm saying that, because if you can't read English, you probably can't understand what I'm speaking either. But AHSOKA is going to require Commander AHSOKA Tano at Relic 9. Not only is another Relic 9 really hard for a lot of people, but on top of that, that's a Relic 9 on a Conquest unit. For those of you who don't know, if you get to 4 million GP, that's going to take you 22 months from the moment you hit 4 million GP if you don't spend a cent. So we're looking at something that is very not good for free-to-play, which is very, very sad. Additionally, you can see here it does say that Enoch will also be required at Relic 7. So to count that off, we had someone put it up in the Discord. So yeah, right here, we got it. Current Rex, that is a Relic 9, a Relic 8, a Relic 7, a Relic 7, a Relic 7, and a Relic 9. That is some steep requirements. If they end up doing what I assume they're doing, and they're going to require Mommy Mandalore as well, this is going to be some insane requirements for those of us who are trying to go for Ahsoka. Now, looking at this, looking at my account right now, where my account is, so we're going to go to my account. I am at 8 million, what is it, 8.8 million GP. I have, what, 4 Galactic Legends now? I personally don't feel ready to go for this. The only reason that I am going for AHSOKA at this point is because of the content creation, because I want to get a guide out there for when you guys are prepared, you can have a good solid guide that has the speeds ready and, you know, the classic Beaver Dam spin where we get you the easiest way to do it so you're not dropping battles. That is why I'm doing it. But honestly, if I were looking at my account right now as a roster review, I would say don't go for AHSOKA because this is an account that definitely is close to profundity. It's definitely close to Jabba. Like, it could very easily go for profundity, Jabba, and JMK without almost any effort for overall work. Like, honestly, I could probably do that in the time that it would take me to get Ahsoka up and running. So, like, it's not something that I would suggest for an account like this. I would suggest this account to be efficient. And so I want to encourage each and every one of you, just take a look at your roster and see if it's worth it. If you are unsure, you can always hop into one of our live streams. We always do roster reviews on each of our live streams, and we can take a look at your roster and help you decide if it's worth it. If you're spending some money, maybe it is. You know, that's the only reason I'm willing to go for it so fast, is because I'm spending some money towards this, so that way I can get it out to you guys and help you guys out as fast as possible. But overall, sad day in the Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes realm. I'm kind of bummed out that it's this intensive. I do have a little bit of a hope, and I hope that I hope that my hope isn't gone. I hope that CG doesn't just take my hope and just stomp the life out of it, because, like, looking at it, they have not announced the next set. right here. They haven't. And so what I'm really hoping is that we're getting the most expensive REQs in each of these sectors. Another little bright piece is the idea that they are giving us the hard REQs to discourage people from pushing it so they won't wreck their rosters. And that's something I do appreciate, is getting all of these high REQs first, just so that way we know, oh, my roster is not ready to go for this. And I appreciate that, because like they could have very easily just been announcing the gas at Relic 8, which is a fairly easy thing because most people have a high Relic gas. You know, announcing the Asajj Ventress, and they like go through and like, you know, you go to like JMK, they could be announcing like the Mace Windu, the Aayla Secura, the Qui-Gon Jinn requirements. But no, they're telling us the hard requirements first. And I do appreciate that. And I hope that that is what they are doing overall, is just giving us the hardest of each of these sections and letting us know what the cap is going to be. And then after this, we're going to start getting those lower requirements. So we'll see kind of what they do. I am excited for GL AHSOKA, but going forward, I think this is going to be a huge bummer for a lot of people. So go take a look at your roster. And also, I'm very curious what you guys think of this. I'm not a huge fan of a Conquest unit being required. I don't think it's a good idea, because we saw Leviathan having required Conquest units. At least it's an older Conquest unit, so a lot of us are like partially there to you know, cat at least. But it still hurts. It still means that if someone coming into the game, it's going to take them, you know, at least like 3 years to be able to get AHSOKA if they don't whale the crap out of their account. And that hurts my soul quite a bit. So, I don't know. I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts. I think it stomps on people's hopes, but I think it's also a mercy stomp to some degree of telling us now, hey, you probably shouldn't go for this, instead of, you know, go for it. Like, I kind of signed myself up for this. I already got the Relic 9 AHSOKA Tano, and I plan on doing it from the content creation standpoint anyways. But it is definitely a stomp on the heart for a lot of us players, and like honestly for me too. Like that, if they require another Relic 9, I'm basically screwed. I only have one Relic 9 material left saved up. Now I'll get close to having a third soon, but still, that's so much signal data, that's so much to do, and it's not like I have Commander AHSOKA Tano up to, you know, Relic 7 already. I just got her to Relic today, just out of a whim, because I wanted her on my Ray team. And now she's required, and so it's going to cost me so much signal data. Hopefully no Relic 9 Fulcrum, hopefully no Relic 9, I don't know, Balin's Skull just completely screw us over and make the new epic confrontation screw us over. But I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts. Throw it in the comments section, or come over and hang out with us in this live stream right now. Come talk about it. I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts. I love each and every one of you. You guys are awesome. Thanks for being here in the Beaver Dam, and I will see you guys in the next video.